mind drifts back to that Christmas Eve so long ago, where nothing in our little home seemed wrong, nothing in the world outside seemed right.
Do put down your sketch pad for a moment, Amy, and help finish the tree.
Why isn't Beth helping with the garland?
Because Beth did most of the decorating before we came home.
I'll be glad to help. Just think how pleased Martha will be when she sees it.
I finished it at last! I finished it a moment too soon, if you ask me.
Joe, where have you been all this time?
Need to ask? Just look at what she's wearing. Say what you like about my writing class, but I just written a closing scene for A Witch's Curse. That was a divine inspiration.
Well, we've finished trimming the tree without you.
Christmas won't be the same without presents.
It's dreadful to be poor.
I can remember when we used to be rich.
I can remember too.
It's not fair that some girls have plenty of loving things, while other girls, prettier girls, have nothing at all.
We're better off than so many others, though. Orphans, for instance. We still have father and mommy and each other.
But we don't have father. Probably won't for quite some time. Who can say how long the war will last?
Many families in the north and south will be missing their men this year.
The army is having a dreadful winter. Supplies are scarce. Mommy's right when she says we shouldn't buy presents for each other. We have to make some sacrifices, too.
I don't mind most of the sacrifices, but I am getting tired of remaking these dresses year after year.
None of you have to suffer the way I do. You don't have to go to school with impertinent girls who label your father just because he's poor.
If you mean libel, say so. And quit talking about labels as if Papa was a pickle jar.
I know what I mean, and you need to be statutical about it. It's proper to use good words and improve your vocabulary.
Vocabulary. Christopher Columbus aren't we proper.
Don't, Joe. It's so boyish.
That's why I do it.
I hate rude, unladylike girls.
I hate affected little chicks. Birds in their little nests agree.
Really now, you're both to blame. Me? Your prim ways are funny now, but you'll grow to be an affected little goose if you aren't careful. As for you, Joe, it's time you stop your boyish tricks. You turn up your hair now, and remember, you are a young lady.
I ain't. And if turning up my hair makes me one, I'll wear my hair in 2 tails times 20. I don't want to grow up and be Miss March. I want to wear long gowns and be prim as a porcelain doll. I just can't get over the disappointment in me not being a boy. Look at me. Dying to go out and fight the war with Papa. But all I can do is sit here and knit like some poor-killed woman.
Poor Joe.
I don't want your pity. Because one day I'll be a famous writer and make a fortune writing books, and I'll live in game as I please. And Amy, you will have dozens of dresses with satin and lace. And Meg, you'll have plenty of heads to go dance with. And a beautiful new piano for my Becky.
I should like that.
So, no more fighting, and let's get back to work on our play. Beth, play something gruesome for us. Amy, I've written a new scene for you. It's wonderful.
Oh no.
Very simple. All you have to do is shout, Rodrigo, Rodrigo, save me, then faint. Rodrigo, Rodrigo, save me, save me!
Rodrigo, Rodrigo, save me, save me. I can't do that. I don't want to make myself look all black and blue, throwing myself the way you do. Besides, I've already designed my costume, and tumbling over will crush my golden paper jewelry and crown.
You don't have any jewelry. And you certainly don't have a crown.
Am I not? I'm a princess, am I not?
You don't know it. You think you're a servant girl for Beth, or Hagar the witch.
Princess always knows she's a princess.
But you don't. Now, you're locked in a tower when suddenly I, Hugo the villain, enter and you cry out to Rodrigo.
I thought Meg is Don Pedro, my father.
She is, but you don't know it. I've told you a dozen times. You haven't the slightest idea of who you are until the end of Act 5.
Oh, does Meg know?
Of course.
Oh, then I want to know too. Why should I always be the ignoring one?
Because if you know who you are, the play is over.
Well, it's too long anyway.
Amy, just do the scene. Besides, it's not polite to correct the author.
Yes, and Joe's a regular Shakespeare.
Oh, well, it's nothing. Places, everybody. I am Hugo. Here I come with wicked inventions. Aha! I move closer. Aha!
Come and get your tea, girls.
Why can't we have coffee anymore, Hannah?
Because it's scarce and dear. Ships are needed in time of war. And they've got no time to go off to Brazil and bring back coffee for Miss Amy March. And some folks has got nothing better to do with their time than to pry into other folks' business.
Who is it, Hannah?
That Lawrence boy.
What Lawrence boy?
Mr. Lawrence's grandson. He's come to live with him.
I didn't know the old bus pet had a grandson.
He just arrived last week, and from what I hear, he sounds like a fine one.
Why? What's he ever done?
Well, besides running away from school,
That's the bravest thing I've ever heard.
he was found in a registration office. He lied about his age and tried to join up. Can you imagine?
I certainly can. I should like to do the same thing.
Fine soldier you'd make.
Joe, don't.
Oh, Joe.
It's our private property. I cannot look out as much as I'd like.
You're as bad as he is.
There he is. Hello?
Amy, Beth, stand back from the window.
Hello? Yoo-hoo! Over here!
Joe, you're disgracing us.
Hello? That ratchet boy. He waved back.
Perhaps now you'll draw the curtain and we can finish rehearsing the play.
I suppose.
Where were we? Rodrigo, save me, save me.
Why, yes, but maybe if you'd like to try it like, why, maybe, well, no use. Do your best when the time comes, and if the audience boos, don't blame me.
Glad to find you so soon, my girls.
Marmy!
Has anyone called, Beth? Come and kiss me, baby.
Not today, Marmy. Here. Put these on. They're nice and warm.
Thank you, Bethy. Joe, you look tired to death.
I'm all right, Marmy.
Did you see Aunt March about the position yet?
Not yet, Marmy. How was work today? Army ate auxiliary today?
We're so short on blankets, we have to start cutting up carpets to send to them then.
I wouldn't mind sleeping under a carpet if I could join up.
Oh, Joe.
How's your cold, Frank?
Practically gone, Marmy.
Did you see Mrs. King today?
Yes, I start on Monday. $4 a week, Marmy. The house is so lovely and the children seem so sweet. It won't be like work at all.
I'm so proud of you.
I'll rub your feet for you, Marmy.
Thank you, baby. Joe, dear, fetch me my muff. I have a surprise for you.
A surprise for Joe?
Well, for all of you, really.
A letter. Mother?
Sent you all a little Christmas message. Now who could that be?
From the sound of the pounding, I'd say Aunt March.
Yeah, there's his sled. I like a sled. I don't have to walk everywhere.
Good evening, Aunt March.
Good evening? Not at all, miss, not at all. It's freezing cold, the dead of winter, and you haven't even shoveled a proper path to the front door. I might have slipped and broken, well, who knows what. Well, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Aunt March.
So nice of you to visit us tonight.
Yes, come and sit by the fire.
Thank you. No, I have a fire at home where I should be this very minute. I only stopped to bring you these. Meg,
Thank you, Aunt March.
Joe,
Thank you, Aunt March.
Amy,
Thank you, Aunt March.
Beth. Goodness gracious, where is that child?
Here I am, Aunt March.
Quit skulking around like that. I don't like people sneaking about. Come out into the open, I always say.
Thank you, Aunt March.
Far be it from me to complain, but I always made special point of going to my aunt's home to wish them a Merry Christmas, not the other way around. I didn't force them to leave the comfort of their sitting room to travel halfway around town to visit me. See that you spend it wisely.
The girls and I have been planning on visiting you tomorrow, Auntie.
Tomorrow. Well, we never know if there'll be a tomorrow, now do we? Have you heard from that foolish father of yours waltzing off to war like that, leaving others to take care of his family for him? Doesn't he realize Lincoln needs fighters to win his war, not worn-out old creatures like himself?
We're very proud of Father. You should be too.
Joe,
My, aren't we Heidi-tidy?
Some tea out, March?
No. If your father had listened to me, you'd be far better off today. I begged him not to invest in that swindler. I took one look at him and knew he'd swipe the pennies off of a dead man's eyes. But he believes he sees good in every shiftless ne'er-do-well he shakes hands with.
Well, there's no point in dwelling in the past, Auntie, and
Besides, it was our money that got lost and it hasn't got anything to do with you.
Don't be impertinent with me, Missy. It's no use talking to you, Miss Josephine March. You're as pig-headed as your father, and you've got as much sense as a dizzy cow. No one listens to my good advice. They're talking to a flock of geese. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Aunt March.
On March, wait.
How do you plan to try my patience now, Miss Impertinence?
I just would like to apologize for my outburst earlier, and I'm willing to bury the hatchet if you are. So, what do you say?
Amy, what are you doing?
I want to hear what you say to Aunt March.
Amy!
So, if the position is still open, I'd like to apply for your personal companion.
You certainly are a trial, Miss Josephine March. Still, I suppose the devil you know is better than the one you don't. You can come around the house after the holidays if it suits you.
Thank you, Aunt March. You won't be sorry.
Merry Christmas, Josephine.
Well, it's all settled.
What is?
I'm Aunt March's new paid companion.
oh,
I'll read her books, keep her company, and make pleasant conversation.
Pleasant conversation? When do you begin, dear?
After the holidays.
May we open your envelope now, Mommy?
Yes, Amy.
$1! Oh, Plummy, I should like to buy a new book. Maybe The Black Avenger.
Oh, how I'd love a new bonnet with ribbons and lace and a long feather.
I'll get set favorite drawing pencils and a new sketch pad.
and what will you buy, Bethy?
I would like some new sheet music.
Maybe we're in the shop now, Mommy, before it closes.
All right, girls.
But what about Father's?
Yes, our letter.
First, our letter from Father.
To my loving wife, give my girls a kiss and tell them I think of them by day, pray for them at night, and find my best comfort in their affections at all times. I know they will remember all I've said, that they will be loving children to you, and work diligently so that these hard times do not be wasted. I know they will fight their bosom enemies bravely and conquer themselves so beautifully that when I come back to them, I may be prouder and fonder than ever of my little woman.
Ma'am,
Yes, Hannah?
sorry to disturb you, ma'am, but it's a message from Mrs. Hummel. Wants to know if you can come right away.
Of course. Amy, will you get my boots, my wrap, Joe? Good night, girls. Good night, Arnie. Don't wait up for me. I might be late. Good night.
Good
night. Marmy ought to have a new pair of slippers. I can make do with the music I have.
No. I'm the man in the house when Papa's gone. I'll provide the slippers.
Beth thought of it first.
Then I'll buy her a new pair of shoes.
Gloves. A fine pair of pink gloves. Maybe Kid.
And I'll give her a bottle of cologne, a small bottle. That won't cost too much, and I'll still be able to buy my pencils.
But, Joe, won't the store be closed by now?
Then we'll storm the Citadel. They'll have to open it for us. Come on. Christmas is a time for Christmas once more. Presents for our Marty. We can hardly contain our excitement for Christmas morn. We would share our special gifts. Christopher Columbus!
Kitty pies!
And popovers and fresh coffee.
It's everything.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Hannah. The table looks beautiful, Hannah.
Oh, heavens. Don't remember what all the fuss is about. I remember back when I fixed you folks a breakfast like this every morning.
We must have been enormously rich. How is it just we have all that money?
In diapers.
Isn't Marmy up yet?
Oh, yes. Up and out.
On Christmas morning, where is she?
At the Hummels. Poor Mrs. Hummel delivered her baby over this morning.
The Hummels have another baby?
One baby after another. 6 children, half frozen, huddled together, one bed and no fire. All skin and bones they are. So your mother took her breakfast over there. Now I believe in charity as much as the next person, but we haven't got anything to spare.
Didn't she see her presents?
Yes, she did, and right pleased with them she was. Now, she said for you to have your breakfast and to go straight to church. She'll meet you there.
What's wrong, Beth?
I don't feel hungry anymore.
Beth, dear, people are starving everywhere, every day. If you let that worry you, you'll never eat again.
I try not to think about it.
We don't know those people. But we do know the Hummels. We passed by their house on the way to church.
What are you saying, Joe? You're not going to give our breakfast to the Hummels, are you? You wouldn't do a thing like that, or would you?
Could.
So could I.
Well, it's all or none.
Well, I suppose none of this is an option, but all right. But I insist on a secret vote.
Oh, Amy.
All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Okay, fine.
What's going on then?
Grab your rag, Hannah. We're off to church.
Is my whole breakfast off to the Hummels then?
The whole breakfast, Hannah.
Well, then I suppose I can spare a cord of wood too.
Oh, Hannah, you're an angel.
I'll take the popovers. You can take the milk.
No, I'm fine. I can manage perfectly.
I'm sure you can. That's why you're taking the milk.
Excuse me, miss, but I believe you dropped this.
Why, thank you.
Come along, Josephine.
Say, you're that Lawrence boy who lives next door, aren't you?
Yes, I am indeed, Theodore Lawrence. And this is John Brooke, my tutor.
Well, how do you do?
How do you do?
And how do you do?
How do you do?
I'm Joe March, and this is Meg. And the other three are up the road. Beth, Amy, and Hannah. Merry Christmas to you both.
And Merry Christmas to you.
Say, we've heard all about you. How you left school and tried to join up. I think that's just plummy.
We really should be going.
And I've seen you watching us through your window, and
Well, I didn't mean to be rude. It's just so dull at grandfather's. Tells the tune to be frank. And over there, it just seems so lively, like a picture when I went to it. Gather on your mother.
where's your mother?
She died in Europe shortly after my father's death.
I'm sorry. You are invited to call in the march home anytime you like. And come and join the picture if you please.
I couldn't. Grandfather would say I'm imposing.
Oh, Bilgewater. Theodore Lawrence, you are officially invited to call in the march home.
Thank you. I will.
Josephine, please.
Honestly, Meg. Let's go. Goodbye.
For now.
For now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Miss Marsh.
Josephine March, what will they think of us now? Stopping to talk in the street like that without being properly introduced.
I don't mind. I don't think they do either. Besides, you weren't very proper yourself. You were getting us here to see us, Amy. It wouldn't hurt you to say hello.
Not after the way that man stared at me.
What man? Oh, you mean Mr. Brooke. I hadn't noticed.
Well, I did. Oh my. What is it? He's still looking. Who? Mr. Brooke, don't look.
Who, me? And so ended the first brief encounter with one of the truest friends our little family would ever get to know. But as winter began to melt in the spring, I wondered if my invitation to call on us would ever be taken up by young Mr. Lawrence.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Theodore Lawrence calling Miss Josephine March.
Joe, you've got company. Mr. Lawrence.
Hello, Theodore.
Please, call me Lori. Everyone else does.
All right, Lori then.
I expect you'll be wanting some tea.
Yes, Hannah, that'd be lovely. Just as I thought. So, now do tell me all about yourself before we arrived here in Concord, Mr. Lori.
Well, I lived in Europe before my
Europe?
parents.
How exciting. I'm going there too, you know.
Really? When?
Well, who knows? My Aunt March, on a cross-shield thing, she has rheumatism. And can I tell you, work as a personal companion? No. Well, the doctors say the baths in Europe might do her some good. So, did you ever use the baths? I mean, for rheumatism?
I don't have rheumatism.
Well, neither do I. But I figured they couldn't do any harm. So, what do you say?
Here we are then.
Thank you, Hannah.
This one will talk the ear off a stalk of corn if given half a chance.
I don't mind a bit. I like coffee.
I hope so, for your sake. Well, call if you need anything. Enjoy.
Thank you, Hannah. So, travel is very important for a writer. And what did you say?
I didn't say anything.
Oh. Well, how are you getting along with your grandfather?
Fine, I suppose. It's just that...
You should have seen him before you came.
Really? It's the only terror?
You ought to meet my Aunt March. Slice of cake?
Please, it almost looks too good to eat.
Meg made it.
Is she the oldest? Or can I ever wonder?
Why should he wonder about her?
He seems rather taken with her. Surely you've noticed. Is she like anyone in particular?
So he sent you to find out for her. Well, you can tell him that we don't like anybody in this house. Well, we do like people in this house, but we don't like young men. Well, we do like young men, but we don't like young men who wonder about us. Meg is just too young and too smart to wonder about who wonders about her. Oh no, I didn't mean to be out of sorts, and it's just that, like, oh dear, oh no, how clumsy of me.
Don't worry about it.
Do you really want to go?
Not really. It's just so dull over there, and over here it seems so lively.
Glad you like it here.
I was hoping if I could live in one of your place sometime. That'd be all right?
Of course. It'd be nice to have someone else pay the village for a change. That mustache makes me sneeze.
Oh, I know how to fence too.
Really?
Really?
On guard.
On guard.
Ahit! What say you?
Attention, I do confess.
Quit, you're rollicking. There's someone at the door. Mrs. March! Mrs. March! It's one of those telegraph things. It's father.
Oh, Marmee, no. He's been wounded. He's at the hospital in Washington. I must go at once.
I can ask grandfather for the carriage to take you to the station.
You'll need fare for the train and expenses, but we don't have enough of my savings to pay for those things.
I'll go ask on March.
Quickly, girls, we'll help your mother pack.
So as we prepared Marmee for her journey, I set out to Aunt March's house on my self-reporting mission. I thought a request to help Aunt Marmee get to father would be an unpleasant but simple task. Never imagined how my journey would end up.
There. I think that's everything. Don't forget these.
I wonder what could be keeping Joe.
Grandfather sends a bottle of port for Mr. March.
Thank you, Lori. And give my kindest regards to your grandfather. Beth, place this carefully in my traveling satchel.
Yes, Marmee. Careful not to shake it.
Where is Joe?
What? Where is she? Where is she? Where is that foul-tempered daughter of yours?
I thought she was with you, Aunt March.
Not very likely. Not after her visit. Here, take this. Lord knows you'll need more than you asked for.
Thank you so very much, Auntie.
Oh, pish, posh, and twaddle. You're too sentimental, you are. Now, you know how to get there. You change trains in New York, horrid city. And
I
then,
believe that won't be necessary, ma'am. You see, Mr. Lawrence has already asked me to accompany Miss March to see that she gets on the train safely.
That's terribly kind, Mr. Brooke, but really, there's no
It would be my pleasure to be of service of you and your family, ma'am. Besides, Mr. Lawrence has already engaged some work for me to complete for him while I'm there. So, you see.
That you're so terribly kind. Thank you. Thank you all so very much.
Then with your permission, I'll load your luggage and away outside in the carriage.
Thank you, Mr. Brooke.
I want to apologize for being less than neighborly in the past. You've been very kind, Mr. Brooke. You don't know what a relief it is to know that Marmee has someone to look after her.
Thank you, Miss Margaret. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
What on earth could be keeping that child?
At least finish your tea when you're waiting there.
Thank you, Hannah. Beth, see that you don't forget the Hummels right away.
No, Marmee, I won't. I promise.
well, someone might remember me too once in a while for a change. Hope everything turns out for the best, but I doubt it.
Thank you, Aunt March.
Aunt March.
Yes, dear, here I am. And no thanks to you, I had to get up, get dressed, and ride over here by myself. Because you're so stubborn. Well, certainly don't get that from my side of the family. Good day, Miss Josephine March.
Joe, where have you been? Marmee was worried sick. We all were. Yeah, what's kept you this long?
I went on marches, and she crowed like she always does when someone asks her to open her purse, and I just couldn't stand it. There he is, her own nephew, sick in a hospital, and all she can do is complain about money. So, I lost my tumper, and here's my contribution.
$25, Joe. Where on earth did you get it?
I came by it honestly. I only sold what belonged to me.
Joe.
Well, it doesn't affect the State of the Union. I just happened by a wig maker's shop and saw some tails of hair in the window with price tags on them. I thought it wouldn't hurt to cut off my mop too. So I did.
Thank you, Joe.
Are you ready? We'll need to hurry now. Oh, Christopher Columbus! He looked like a porcupine! Sorry.
I don't mind.
It will grow back and be just as beautiful as before. But you'll never be more beautiful to me than you are right now.
I like it.
It will be easy to keep up.
And it's strangely becoming.
We'll need to hurry.
Yes, you're right.
Can we go with you?
No, it's best if you stay here and carry on as usual. Remember to comfort one another. Meg, watch over your sisters. Try to be patient, Joe. And Bethy, dear, don't forget the Hummels.
I won't, Marmee. I promise.
Amy, be obedient. Goodbye, my darlings. I'll keep this picture of you in my mind. God bless and keep us all. Bye, Marmee.
Oh, my poor Joe, you're crying.
No. No, I'm not.
It will be all right, dear. Marmee has Mr. Brooke to help her, and Father is a strong man, I'm sure.
It's not when I'm crying.
Well, what is it then?
My hair. Father's convalescence in that Washington hospital lasted many months, and life soon found a simple but domestic pattern in Marmee's absence. I had worked furiously at my scribblings during that summer, and begun sending off some of my manuscripts to publishers. And an important letter arrived from that fall.
Now see what you've been doing with your scribblings lately. Is this why you haven't had any time for me?
Give it back, Mr. Lorry, or never speak to me again.
Fine. Just like a girl. First you say you're not going to have any secrets on this.
Well, this is different.
It's still a secret.
No.
Well, you can keep it because I've got one too.
Bilgewater.
And it's funny.
Very.
Very.
Well, if you want to play that game, you tell me yours, and I'll tell you mine. Fine, read it for yourself.
Paid to the order of Miss Josephine March, $1 in her story entitled The Phantom Hand.
So,
$1?
laugh if you want. But this is just the start. Someday, I could earn to 10.
I don't understand it, but if it makes you happy, I suppose.
No? Play fair, Teddy. What's yours?
I know where Meg's missing glove is.
Is that all?
Ask me where it is.
Where is it?
Brooke has it.
How do you know?
Saw it.
Where?
In his pocket. He found it the night they danced together at grandfather's party. Isn't that romantic?
No, it's rubbish.
I thought you'd be pleased.
Please. The thought of someone taking Meg away. She used to share everything with me. Now she keeps it all to herself and thinks blue eyes are beautiful and John is a lovely name. Well, I think it's secretly sentimental, romantic rubbish, and you'd better not try to tear our family apart.
You'll feel differently when someone comes to take you away.
I'd like to see someone try. I'll die a spinster rowing my own canoe before I let anybody catch me.
I'll catch you, Josephine March.
Never.
Good afternoon, Miss Josephine. Good afternoon, Master Theodore.
Thank you for your assistance this afternoon, John.
My pleasure.
Goodbye, Mr. Brooks.
Yes, well, goodbye, John.
Goodbye, Meg.
I have never been so embarrassed in all my days. When are you going to stop behaving like a child?
Now I'm telling him old and stiff and need a crutch. Don't make me grow up before my time, Meg. It's already hard enough to have you change. Now, let me be a little girl as long as I can.
I haven't changed a bit, but it's time you stop your romping ways. Just look at you. No hairpins, no comb, running around like a loose horse.
I wish I were a horse.
Oh, you're such a child.
Well, I'll go now. Why are you mad at me?
Hannah? Hannah? Where's Hannah? Becky, what's the matter? No, don't come near me. I feel so tired and please get Hannah.
Hannah, come quickly!
Here, why don't you come and lie down on the...
What's happened, Joe?
Don't come near me, Meg.
What is it?
Oh, Joe, the baby is dead. The little homo baby died in my lap. Bethy. She seemed asleep, and suddenly she gave a cry, and then trembled, and then lay very still. I tried to warm her feet, but she lay so still, and then I knew she was dead. It's not your fault, Bethy. The doctor came. He said it was scarlet fever. Oh, Beth. Come on, and lie down. No, Amy, don't come near me. You've never had it before, and I feel so strange.
So, I'll take her up to her room.
I'm all right. I'll be fine.
Meg, run and get Dr. Banks.
Yes, Hannah, right away.
And you, miss, are to stay clear of things down here. We'll have to send you off to your Aunt March's for a spell, for your own good.
I won't go. I won't. I'd rather scarlet fever or die than stay with Aunt March.
For heaven's sake, Amy, be quiet for once in your life.
You should be off as soon as you can. Scarlet fever is no joke, miss.
But it's Dawn Aunt March's, and she's cross, and they told me to send off as though I'm in the way.
It's to keep you well. I'll tell you what. I'll pop in every day to check out Beth this week.
Will you take me out driving?
Every single day, on my honor.
And bring me back the minute Beth as well?
The identical minute. See if I don't.
Well, all right then.
That's a good girl.
The days dragged out slowly into weeks. Meg, Hannah, and I kept a constant vigil near Beth's bedside. We sensed the slightest change in her person. Amy's notes arrived daily, but nothing could relieve the pain, anxiety, and sorrow as we began to sense just how fragile Beth's hold on to life had become.
Hannah, don't get up. I was just seeing how Beth was doing today.
The doctor had expected the fever to break by now. I'm afraid that we'll have to send for Mrs. March as soon as Meg returns.
Oh, Hannah.
You children begged me to telegram her weeks ago, but I was afraid of fretting her just yet. Now the doctor says the end may be very close, and Miss Beth seems weaker every moment.
Hannah,
Yes, miss.
Joe?
She doesn't even recognize us. Oh, I wish Mommy were here. She'd know what to do.
It's all right, Joe. You can hold on to me. I'll be strong for you.
If only I'd sent that telegram.
Joe, Mommy will be here soon.
No, she won't. There isn't time. How could she be?
Well, I got kind of fidgety, and so did Grandfather. So we sent Brooke to fetch her, and she'll be at the 5 o'clock train.
Marmee? Here? In a few hours?
Yes, Joe.
Oh, Lori! I'm sorry. I didn't mean to fly at you like that, but I didn't know any other way to say thank you.
Fly me again. I rather liked it.
No, thank you. I'll be in a proxy when your grandfather arrives. Oh, Lord. Life is as hard as this. I don't think I'll ever make it through.
We'll have fun games and laugh just like old times. You'll see.
I hope so, Lori. I truly do.
Well, I'm off to the station. I shan't spare the horses.
Thank you, Lori. Thank you. Please, Lord, if you must take that, please wait until Marty gets home. But please don't take it because you're such a... Well, please don't.
Yes, exactly as you say, Dr. Banks. The fever's broken.
Oh, thank heaven.
He says she's certain to pull through now.
Oh, Hannah, I don't think he'll complain about another thing for as long as I live.
We're to give her lots of milk for strength as soon as she's able. We'll have her well on the road to recovery in a slap and a bang, miss.
Hannah, you truly are an angel. What about Amy?
Sent for as soon as the doctor said. Is Beth resting now?
Yes. I'll have her old linen stripped in just a few minutes and new ones on.
We're to have plenty of more milk for her.
Mommy!
She's going to get well. The doctor says she's going to be all right.
Everything's gonna be... Marmee! Becky.
Oh, Marmee, I thought you looked so beautiful.
Amy!
I came straight away, like an outset. Marmee!
She's going to recover. Our Bethy is going to recover.
Oh, Beth, you don't know how much I worried about you. I thought about you night and day. I even wrote a will.
A will?
Yes, just in case I got sick too. Hey, you shouldn't laugh. I looked through my sketch pad, my plaster habit, and my bronzing stand.
Well, that's very thoughtful.
Oh, of course, since Einstein, no one's doing anything.
Pardon me. Is this the March home?
It is indeed.
Then I have a special delivery for you.
Father!
Meg, Hannah, Amy, Joe. And my dear Bethy.
Huh? This is Plummy. Just Plummy. Called the Splendid. Really, I do. As the years passed, Father and Beth gradually regained much of their old strength. Yet Becky seemed more fragile than before. All but Father acknowledged this. The bonds with their neighbors, the Lawrences, grew even stronger until Lori seemed almost one of the family. One member of the Lawrence household seemed truly bent on joining our little family. Disturbing was the fact that Ned was all too willing to oblige us at a whim.
What are you doing?
Reading.
Well, I can see that. I meant, what are you working on?
It's petties. It could very well be a tragedy depending on what you, the heroine decides.
Well, do keep me posted.
I'll do my best.
Will you be using this room much longer?
Why? Are you expecting someone? You
Of
are.
course not.
You're expecting that man, aren't you?
Don't be foolish. And if you happen to be referring to Mr. Brooke, you...
I knew it. I knew it. You think you're in love with him, don't you?
Well, I hadn't...
Well, I can tell you right now, you're not.
I'm not.
You're not. I read about girls who are in love all the time. And you have none of the symptoms. You sleep fine, you eat well, and you're never depressed. So clearly, you're not in love. So there's no need for you to go off and do anything foolish like marrying that man.
I don't intend to marry any man.
You don't? Here's to you, Meg March.
Well, now.
You gotta figure out what you're gonna say. It would be polite just to send a package.
Well, I've no intention of being rude. Really, this is so silly. Who says he'll ask for my hand at all? All right, if he does, I will simply say to him, quite calmly and politely, I'm afraid I must agree with Marmee. I'm too young to enter into an engagement right now. But thank you, Mr. Brooke. You are most kind. And I hope we can continue to be good friends. How's that?
Good and stiff. That should throw him off the track. Just hand him his walking papers and things should get normal around here.
Oh, it's him, Joe. I just know it.
Up there out of the way. Just remember, cool and stiff. Oh, I'd love to see his face. Good afternoon, Mr. Brooke. Meg is in the sitting room. She's been expecting you.
Oh, really? Well, I've only stopped by because I'd forgotten my umbrella, and I thought I might speak with your father, too.
He's in the coat rack. He's reading the paper. I'll go get him.
Is something the matter? Meg, have I upset you somehow? Please don't be angry with me.
How could I be? You've been so kind to our family, Mr. Brooke. I only wish there was some way I could repay you properly.
Shall I tell you how?
Please don't.
Meg, listen to me. I love you, and even if you don't love me now, maybe in time you could learn.
I don't choose to learn. Please, go away and leave me alone.
Do you really mean that?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Will you think about it then? I'll wait.
I really wish you wouldn't.
Meg,
What's this? What's going on here? He's just a friend of Father's. I'm so surprised to see you.
That's evident. There's mischief going on here, and I insist on knowing what it is.
We were just talking. Mr. Brooke forgot his umbrella, you see.
Brooke! That boy's tutor. But I see it all now. He's proposed, hasn't he?
Please, he'll hear you.
Have you accepted him? Do you intend on marrying this cook?
Please.
Not until I speak my mind. Now let me tell you, young lady, if you marry this cook or rook or crook, then a penny of my money goes to you.
I shall marry whom I please, Aunt March. And you can leave your money to anyone you please.
Now be a reasonable girl. It is your duty to marry a rich fellow and help your family. You can be sure that this cook fellow knows you have rich relation. Me. That's why he wants to marry you.
How dare you say such a thing? Why, my John would no more marry for money than I would.
Tidy, are we, Miss Independence? Well, you'll be sorry for it when you've tried love in a cottage and find it a failure.
It can't be worse than what one finds in a big, empty house.
Wow! I never! You do as you please. You see where my good advice gets me. But remember, the day you marry him is the day I disinherit you. Made me forget what I came here for, this insolence. I wash my hands of you. The lot of you.
I couldn't help but hearing Meg. Thank you for defending me, and thanks a little to your Aunt March, too, for proving that you do care for me a little bit.
I didn't know how much until she said all those dreadful things.
Will you wait for me?
Marmee! Marmee! Come quick! John Brooke is acting dreadfully and Meg likes it! sooner still was John and Meg's wedding. Our lives were so full of preparations and plans that we scarcely had time to think about the void that would be left in our empty house on the day of Meg's departure. The day came at last, and with it those same feelings that attended most members at weddings, joy and loss.
Come back, Joe. Celebration has just begun. Don't cry, Joe. Don't cry. We'll be all right.
And we won't. Our family will never be the same again.
You still have me, Joe. And you love me.
You don't know how much I appreciate that. Dear, dear boy. Now then, have my silly seat and we should get back to the party before we're missed.
Just wait. There's something I need to ask you.
Please don't, Teddy.
Yes, and this time you must listen. The sooner the better for both of us.
All right? Say what you like then. I'll listen.
I've loved you ever since I've known you, Joe. Couldn't help it. I tried to show you, but you couldn't love it. And now you're gonna listen, and I'm going to give you an answer. Or you must listen and give me an answer.
I tried to keep this from you when I could. Never wanted you to care for me this way.
I loved you the more for it. I've tried to tell you ever since I came back from college.
I know, I know.
I know I'm not half good enough, but if you love me, you can make me into anything you like.
I wouldn't change you, Teddy. It's you who need to change me. You should marry someone who will adore you and grace your fine house. I loathe the social world, and you like it. You hate my scribblings, and I couldn't go on without it. In the end, we'd quarrel, and no, we'd... Yes, Teddy, we always have. It'd be horrid if we were ever foolish enough to
Marry? No, it wouldn't. It could be heaven if we just took a chance. Please don't disappoint me, Joe. Everyone expects it. Grandfather has his heart set on it. And your family, too. I just can't go on without you. So you will, Joe. Marry me?
I can't. Oh, Teddy, I tried to love you the way that you wanted me to. But I just don't love you that way. I still love you though, but as a friend. Maybe someday we could be more of a friendship than we ever had.
You're probably gonna marry some no-account, good-for-nothing idiot and fall in love. You'll work and live and die for him. We'll have to stand by and watch it all. Well, I'll be hanged if I do.
Teddy, where are you going?
The devil. Someday you'll be sorry, Joe March.
Why, Joe, why have you locked yourself away like this? You were missed. Meg and John want you there to sit down.
I was tired and I wanted to be alone for a while.
Well, all right then.
Marnie, what sorts of plans do you have for us?
Plans, dear?
Yes, you know how some mothers want their daughters to marry rich men or something. You asked me earlier what my wishes were. I'll tell you, as soon as I know what you want.
Well, I suppose I wish a good many things. No different from anyone else. I want my children to be loved and admired and respected. I want you to lead good and useful lives. I pray life sends you as little sorrow as possible. Of course, I'm ambitious for you, like any other mother. I'd be happy to see you marry a rich man if you loved him. But I would rather see you happy as a poor man's wife or a spinster than watch you lose your self-respect and happiness in a loveless marriage, even if it made you the queen of the world.
Thank you, Marnie, thank you.
What's this?
I knew I chose right. I'm never getting married, ever.
Oh, really, dear?
Really. Now I'll tell you what I want. I want to go away.
What? Why, Joe?
I just have been feeling stuck. I am restless, and I want something new. I want to spread my wings a little bit. and hop.
Well, where do you intend to hop?
New York.
Joe!
Maybe he can take care of Aunt March. They're more compatible anyways. You have Beth here to help, and I thought I might go and work at Miss Kirk's. She's looking for someone to help with the children. And with all the new sights and new things to hear, I get plenty of new ideas for my writing.
Joe, dear. Be sure you're running to something, and not away from something, or someone. Is it Lori?
Oh, Marty, he's gotten this romantic rubbish into his head. I thought it would all blow over, but it's only gotten worse.
But how do you feel about it?
I love him dearly. As a friend. So I thought maybe if I go away for a while, things might all blow over and we can get back to normal around here. I just don't want to make a mistake.
I suppose you're right. I think it would be best for both of you. I'll write to Mrs. Kirk, and if Father agrees, it can be managed. You shall go.
Thank you, Marmy.
Now, come along, dear, and let's see Meg and John off on their honeymoon.
All right, Marmy. Working at Miss Kirk's was one of the most exhausting and exhilarating experiences that I've known. New York flooded my mind, new sights and new friends, the most important of whom, Professor Baird. She had so many thoughts and ideas similar to my own that I had felt found a true kindred spirit. But in the midst of my newfound fortune, state was going to spring a rude surprise, which was the consequence of my abominable tongue.
Good afternoon, Mrs. March. I'll show you right in.
Show yourself in. Don't bother announcing me. The most remarkably slow woman I've ever had the misfortune of meeting. Good afternoon.
I suppose you'll be wanting some tea then?
Goodness no, I'll finish my business here. Driven to town and finish up my afternoon calls before you can capably warm up a pot.
Very good, ma'am.
Well now, to the point. I'm traveling abroad to Europe next summer, and as I've discussed in the past, I shall require a proper traveling companion.
We'll wire for Joe immediately, Auntie.
Oh, Joe, good heavens no. That one's got such a blunt disposition. She'd put a freeze on foreign relations for the next decade.
But, Auntie,
No arguments, please. I'm quite decided about this. Amy will accompany me. We're more similar in temperament. Amy is docile and respectful, and will receive this opportunity graciously without a sense of entitlement.
Auntie, I don't.
Hush, my child. Any excuses would be stuff and nonsense. Plus, it's time you've had a chance to try your talents. Rome will be just the place for you to study your art.
we don't know how to thank you, Auntie.
This will be an exceptional opportunity.
No bish-bosh.
Thank you, Auntie.
Nonsense, my dear. Nonsense. Well, I'm off to town to begin our preparations. You will call upon me tomorrow, child, and we will begin our preparations for your traveling wardrobe.
Goodbye. Thank you again, Aunt March.
Europe will do you a world of good, child. A world of good.
Oh, Marmy. Or Joe.
Aunt March is quite decided. It would be wrong for us to try to change her wishes. There'll be no one doing things for Joe this time.
She'll be so gently disappointed. How will I ever explain it to her?
Let's not spoil your good fortune right now with those concerns. Joe will have her reward someday, and it will be just as unexpected and as wonderful as yours.
Father's right. No reproaches and no regrets. You can stop in New York before you sail and see her personally. That will help.
Yes, Marmy. That'd be a comfort. I hate to be selfish, but I'm glad that Joe isn't traveling quite so far away from us just yet. It's hard enough to bear with her off in New York.
Yes, dear, I know.
Well, enough conversation for now. We have preparations to begin.
Amy's systems were comfort for both of us. Her gentle ways and thoughtful words did much to ease the pain of losing my long-anticipated European tour. On March informed me that Lori and Mr. Lawrence had also set sail to the continent. No calling card for my dear Teddy ever arrived. Laura's intended slight wounded me every bit as he hoped, But no experience in my early life had ever prepared me for the telegram I received several months later. So it was a strange mix of emotions that I returned home to Concord after receiving that urgent message.
Has Joe arrived yet?
No, child. Your father took the carriage to meet her at the station.
Is there anything we can do to help you right now?
For land's sakes, no. There's little enough for me to do now as it is.
The house seems so empty with Joe gone and Amy off and...
Oh, has the telegram been sent yet?
Straight away. Same day as Miss Josephine's. Amy's answer seemed to come back as soon as she received it. Already headed back she was, but her parents wouldn't allow it. Too long and costly a trip. And it wouldn't be fair to Aunt March, as though that old goody ever worried about anyone but herself.
The poor dear.
She must be heartsick.
That she is. But Mr. Lawrence sent word that he and Glory would be meeting them in Nice, and they would do their best to keep her mind off things.
I'm sure they will. And Lori is such a comfort. Joe! Joe, you're here at last!
Oh, Meg. Hannah.
I'll take your luggage upstairs for you.
The house has been so empty without you.
Put the kettle on, Hannah. I'll fetch Marmee and Beth.
Alba. Life is as hard as this. I don't think I've ever been through it. I feel so alone. There must be something we can do.
Nothing. It's just a matter of time now, Joe. The most important thing is for us to be brave for her sake. There, we mustn't let her see us cry.
I know, Mother. I'll be strong. For Beth.
I know you will. I can never doubt you for a moment.
Marmee.
Joe, it's so good to have you home again.
Beth. Oh, Bethy.
I've been longing to see you, Joe. Here you are, just like I dreamed. If Amy were here, we could all be together again.
Oh, Beth.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but
Yes, you're right, John. We should be getting back to the twins. I'll bring them around for a visit if you like.
Yes, I'm so eager to see them.
until tomorrow then.
Goodbye.
Bye. Oh, Becky, there's so much to tell you. I hardly know where to begin.
We'll leave the two of you to catching up then.
Good night, girls. Good night, Marmee. Good night, Marmee. Good night, Joe. Good night, Father. Good night, Dad. Good night, Father.
Go to bed. Presents first.
Oh, Joe, you're so thoughtful.
I thought I could accompany you while you play, so you haven't had me to cook along with lately.
I don't play anymore.
Oh. Should I tell you I'm working on a new book?
A whole novel?
Yep.
May I read it?
Well, I don't have it on hand right now. You see, I finished it right before I left.
Oh. When will it be published?
Who knows? I didn't leave it with the publisher. I left it with Professor Bear.
You must be very fond of him.
I am. You see, he's the whole reason I wrote the novel. He told me to write about the people and places and things I know, instead of a whole bunch of people and places I've never seen.
Did you?
Yes, Becky, I did.
What's your book about?
You, Becky. Well, all of us really. All of our times we used to have together.
It's all right, Joe. It's all right. You don't have to cry.
I'm not crying. Not really. I'm just so lonesome. For Meg, Amy, all our times we used to share.
It's all right, Joe. You don't have to be brave for me. I know. Don't tell Father or Mommy, but I know. I haven't wanted to tell anyone but you, my Joe.
but I can feel myself slip a little each day, like the tide going out.
Oh, Bessie.
Doesn't that sound funny? Me telling you? Me, the cricket by the hearth, always content to stay safely at home, while you and Meg and Amy dream of flying away. I suppose it's my turn to fly away first this time. I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry I can't express myself properly.
He's don't, Bessie.
But it seems like I was never intended to live very long. I could never plan what I would do when I grew up because I couldn't bear the thought of leaving home. But I'm not afraid, Joe. Not anymore. Because love is the only thing we can carry with us when we go. And I have so much I know it will make the end easy. But, Joe, I think I may be homesick for you, even in heaven.
Nothing can part us, Bessie. Not ever.
It's all right, Joe. It's all right. Joe, you must take my place for Mother and Father. They will turn to you. Help them through this.
I will, Bessie. You know I will.
Yes, Joe. I know. Thank you. I feel that I can rest now.
Henceforth, safe across the river I shall see forevermore. The beloved household spirit waiting for me across the shore. Hope and faith, born of my sorrow, guardian angels shall become. And with the sister gone before me, by their hand shall lead me home. With best passing came the fulfillment of my promise to her. Each passing day filled their thoughts with brief but special memories of their time together. Often I awoke at night thinking that they called me, but the sight of her bed had brought me to tears. Marmy's arms were always there to gather me up and soothe me with their touch and silent eloquence. Yet, the turning of the seasons, time brought new life and unexpected change in the March household once more.
Joe! Hannah and I are going over to Meg's to greet the wedding party. Father and John are driving them over straight from the station. I know Amy's eager to see you. She and Lori missed us all so much at their wedding in Nice. Won't you reconsider and come with us?
I'm all right, Mommy. Besides, someone's got to keep the house fires burning before the entourage arrives.
I suppose you're right. I just worry so. We've all had to bear so much, but I find my mind wandering to you more and more lately. Are you all right, Joe? I know how disappointed you were when Aunt March took Amy in your place. And then, well,
Becky,
yes, Becky. Is it the marriage, Joe?
oh no, that was meant to be. I just find myself feeling a little lonely lately. Perhaps if Lori had proposed to me again, I might have just said yes, just because of how lonely I've been feeling.
Oh, Joe, your time will come.
No, Marty, I don't think it will ever.
You've always known what you wanted, Joe, and you've had the courage to follow through. Your time will come soon enough, and it will be right because you've known all along what you've been waiting for.
We've got to shake our tails Miss March, unless you want to miss their arrival.
Yes, Hannah, I'm coming. Joe, dear, put the kettle on, and we'll be back with the newlyweds before you know it.
Come in.
Guess who?
Lori. Oh, Teddy. How I've missed you. But Marnie and Hannah just set off.
They're still out night. I slipped out because I want to see you first, Joe. I need to say one thing and we'll put this all away forever.
No. It was meant to be.
I know that now.
You were so headstrong and certain then.
Now that things are settled, it'll be just like old times.
No. I don't think they'll ever be the same again. I still will love and care for you, though. Like a brother and sister.
Yes, Joe, always.
Where is she? Where's my old Joe?
Oh, Amy. What should I just say? Mrs. Lawrence, just look at you.
Blessed if she ends in silk from head to foot, and with a new Paris bustle to boot.
Oh, Joe, can you ever forgive us? We have lived through so many brinks to bear, but never again.
Well, I don't mind, but ever think that you might turn our Teddy over here into a henpecked husband?
No welcome home from me, Miss Congeniality?
Of course. It's good to have you home, Arch.
Not at all, dear. Not at all. Look at me, spending all that time in those fancy foreign doctors and medicinal baths. For what? To come home on a day like today? Oh, my rheumatism. You know, Europe isn't all what they say. It's so foreign. They simply refused to speak to me in English, just babbled on and on. Oh, but they understood me, I have no doubt. Just didn't listen to me. Thanks to the same all over the world.
I'll go later to tea service, ma'am.
Now, do tell me all about Europe, Emma.
What's there to tell? Just a bunch of ancient, broken-down buildings and filthy streets.
But in Europe, one finds the dirt so picturesque.
Charmingly put, Mrs. Lawrence.
Yes, my wife does have a way with words.
So, have you had any plans lately?
So, what do you plan on doing?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if she drove 6 white horses and ate up gold plates, since Teddy thinks nothing's too fine for her.
Oh, Joe, really?
This is for you, Miss Josephine. It just arrived by post.
But I wasn't expecting.
Well, open it, Joe.
It's my book.
Oh, Joe!
It's from Professor Bear. A friend of mine here in New York has agreed to publish your wonderful novel. He has great hopes for it. And so, as a deepest regards, best wishes, that I send you the first copy. I've never read another piece with such simple truth and beauty. Fondly, Fritz Bear.
Your first book?
That's right, Joe.
It's amazing.
What's wrong with you?
My Beth by Josephine March.
Read for us, Joe.
Oh, no, I really can't.
Oh, please, Joe!
Dedicated with love to my sister Beth. My mind drifts back to that Christmas Eve so long ago, when nothing in our little home seemed wrong, nothing in the world outside seemed right.